Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Solutions. In this video, I'll be explaining the process involved in specifying points in AutoCAD using the relative method. One thing to keep in mind about the relative method is that the next point is determined or specified using the previous point. I'm going to use this drawing to demonstrate the process involved, and I'll then move on to AutoCAD and draw the exact shape using the relative method. Let's get right into it. So we are going to assume this to be our origin or our point 0, 0. So this is going to be our starting point. So we are going to move around and come back to this point. Now let's come to this point. So for this point, we are moving in the x direction, a distance of 8 minus 2.5. That's 5.5. So in terms of x, it will be, sorry. In terms of x, it's going to be 5.5, comma 0 because there's no movement in y. Now we are coming to this point. Coming to this point, you are going to determine the coordinates of this point using this, the point you have here. Now for this, we are moving a distance in the vertical direction, which is y, a distance of 2.5. But then for x, we are still in the same direction as x. So this point, since we are still in the same direction as x, the x value is going to be 0. And our y value is going to be 2.5. So the 2.5 represents the distance moved in the right direction. Now to this point, this becomes our reference point. We are moving a distance of 2.5 in the x direction. So that's 2.5. But in the right direction, we are still on the same line. So that becomes 0 because there's no movement in y. Now coming to this point, this becomes our new reference point. In terms of x, we are still in the same position as x. So x here is 0. For y, y is changing by a distance of 5.5 minus 2.5. And that's going to be 3. So this becomes 3. Now to this point, this becomes our new reference. In terms of x, we are moving backwards. And this distance is going to be 8 minus 6.5. And that's going to be negative 1.5 because you're moving backwards in terms of x. We are moving this way in terms of x, and we are moving upwards in terms of y. So x will be negative, y will be positive. So our value of y would be this whole distance, which is 6.5 minus 5.5, and that's going to be 1. So that's the coordinate for this point. Now moving here, this becomes a new reference point. Now we are moving in terms of x back again, a distance of 6.5. So it's going to be minus 6.5. Then in terms of y, we are still on the same horizontal line. So y is going to be 0. Now to specify these new points, I'm going to change the color to maybe black. Right, to specify this new point, we are moving down a distance of 6.5 in terms of y, which is negative. But then in terms of x, we are still on the same vertical line. So x is going to be 0, but for y, minus 6.5. And that will bring us back to our starting point, which is here. Now for the coordinate for the circle, in terms of x, it's a distance of 2.5. In terms of y, it's a distance of 3. coming here, let me draw this. In terms of x, it's a distance of 5. And in terms of y, it's a distance of 6.5 minus 1.5. And that's also 5. All right, so with this, we have been able to accurately specify all the points in this shape. Now let's move on to AutoCAD, and based on these points, draw this exact shape in AutoCAD. I'm going to create a new drawing. And as usual, I'm going to begin by specifying the units to use. I'm going to type in units. I'm going to change from inches to millimeters and click OK. All right, so let's begin. So we are going to go around this way, specifying each point. I'm going to begin by typing inline. Now hit enter. Now it's going to ask for the first point. Our first point is 0, 0. So 0, 0, and I'll hit enter. Now our second point relative to this is 5.5, 0. I'm going to go ahead and type in 5.5, 0. Now hit enter. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah. Now our next point is 0, 2.5. So I'll type in 0, 2.5. Then moving on, our next point is 2.5, 0. Type in 2.5, 0. Hit enter. Our next point here is 0, 3. So I'll type in 0, 3. I hit enter. The next point is minus 1.5, 1. So I'll type in minus 1.5, 1. I hit enter. Our next point is minus 6.5, 0. So minus 6.5, 0. I hit enter. Then our last point is 0, minus 6.5. So I'll type in 0, minus 6.5, and I hit enter. And I hit the escape key to cancel the line command. So with this, we have the outline of the shape we have here, the same thing. The next one is to draw the circles. So in the command bar, I'll begin typing circle, and I hit enter. Now it's going to ask for the center point for the circle. In our case, the center point is 2.5, 3. So I'll go ahead and type in 2.5, 3, and I'll hit enter. Now it's asking for the radius. I can choose to type in the radius, that's 2.5 divided by 2. Or I can type in directly the diameter by typing D first to specify diameter and enter. Then now I can type in the diameter directly, which in our case is 2.5. So I'll go ahead and type in 2.5 and I hit enter. So that's it for the first circle. For the second circle, we follow a similar command. Type in circle. It's going to ask for the center point. The center point for this is 5, 5. I'll type in 5, 5, hit enter. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can choose to type in the radius, which is this value 1.5 divided by 2, or you can type in D and type in 1.5 directly. I'm going to type in D for diameter. Then it's going to ask for the diameter of the circle. In that case, it's 1.5. So I'll go ahead and type 1.5 and I hit enter. And there you have it, the exact shape we have here being drawn using the relative method.